My daughter ruined my life for 3 years. This is what I did about it. Before we begin the story, make sure to subscribe to our channel and never miss more incredible stories every day. My hands are still shaking when I hear my principal say, "Marcus, we have to put you on leave today." I'm in a plastic chair outside the front office, still wearing my district-issued IT badge like it's armor. I fix Chromebooks for a living. I reset passwords, crawl under desks, and keep the Wi-Fi alive. It's not glamorous, but it's honest, and it keeps a roof over my head in a 2-bedroom rental 10 minutes from my daughter's school. I have a documentation folder on my phone because the last year has trained me to. Screenshots, calendar notes. Times I pick Chloe up. Times Dana cancels. Every time I think, this can't get worse, it does, and I add another file like it's a prayer. My daughter Chloe is 16. She is also the reason a uniformed officer is standing by the door, watching me like I'm a threat. Officer Briggs keeps his voice neutral. "This is procedures, sir. We received a report." "A report of what?" I ask, but the answer is already in the air, heavy and humiliating. My ex-wife Dana arrives in a rush, mascara already smudged. She doesn't look at me. She looks past me, straight at Chloe, who sits in the lobby like she's in a movie. Hoodie sleeves pulled over her hands, chin tucked, eyes red. Perfect. Dana grabs Chloe's shoulders. "Baby, you're safe. You're safe now." I swallow. "Dana, what did she tell you?" Chloe's gaze flicks up, and for a second, I see something cold and calculating behind the tears. Then she whispers, just loud enough, "He finally did it." The principal slides a printed form across the desk. The top line reads, "District Investigation Notice." Under it, in bold, are the words "Alleged Inappropriate Contact." I feel my career tipping like a table with one broken leg. I think about my rent, my health insurance, my child support payments, and the way rumors stick harder than truth. And all I can hear is Chloe's voice from last night, sweet as sugar, when she asked if she could just stay with Dad this week. Because I said yes, without knowing what she was setting up. Then Officer Briggs opens his notebook and reads out my daughter's exact accusation. Before the fallout, Chloe and I have a rhythm that feels almost normal. Dana and I split 3 years ago. No cheating scandal, no dramatic screaming match, just 2 exhausted adults who stopped being able to breathe in the same room. Dana wants stability, which in her language means a nicer house, curated photos, and never admitting anything messy in public. I move into a small rental, buy a secondhand couch, and tell myself my job in the school district is enough. At first, Chloe treats the divorce like weather. She complains, then adapts. She FaceTimes me to show off her eyeliner experiments. She insists on Taco Tuesday at my place because Mom's food is sad. The first crack is stupidly small. One Friday, Chloe asks for the Wi-Fi password at my apartment, even though she already knows it. I tell her. She laughs, types something fast, and angles her phone away when I glance over. "What are you doing?" I ask. "Nothing," she says, too quick. I let it go because I'm trying so hard not to be the controlling parent. I'm trying to be the safe place. The yes parent. The dad who doesn't make her choose sides. 2 weeks later, Dana texts me. "Dana, stop telling Chloe I'm broke." Me, I didn't. Dana, she has screenshots. Marcus, don't gaslight me. Screenshots of what? I asked to see them. Dana sends a blurry crop of a message bubble that looks like it's from me. "Your mom can't afford real groceries." My stomach drops. I never say that. I don't even think that. I call Chloe. She answers on the second ring, voice bright. "Hey, Dad, did you show your mom a text from me?" Silence, then a wounded sigh. "Why would you accuse me of that?" "Because someone is putting words in my mouth, and my own kid is acting like I'm crazy." That night I scroll through my phone records like a detective with no badge. Nothing matches the screenshot. No sent message. No draft. No deleted thread. I tell myself it's a misunderstanding, a glitch, a miscommunication. I am wrong, and the next glitch comes with a knock at my door. The knock is sharp, official, the kind that makes your heart sprint. When I open the door, a woman with a lanyard stands beside Officer Briggs. She introduces herself as a CPS investigator, Ms. Harlow. She holds a clipboard like a shield. "Marcus Hale?" she asks. "Yes. We received a report concerning your minor child, Chloe Hale." My mouth goes dry. "Is she okay?" Ms. Harlow's expression doesn't change. "We need to ensure she's safe in your care. May we come in?" I want to laugh, Because my apartment smells like laundry detergent and cheap coffee, and the worst thing in it is a pile of unsorted mail. But I step aside. Officer Briggs looks around, polite but thorough. MS. Harlow asks questions that feel like traps. Do you ever raise your voice? Have you ever touched her in anger? Do you drink? Does she have a bedroom? I answer calmly. I show them Chloe's room, posters, makeup bag, a half-finished geometry worksheet. Ms. Harlow writes notes anyway. Who made the report? I ask. We can't disclose that, she says, but her eyes flick toward my phone on the counter, where Chloe's contact photo smiles up at me. After they leave, my hands won't stop shaking. I call Dana. She answers like she's been waiting. What did you do? She demands. I didn't do anything. CPS was here. Dana's voice turns sharp, protective. Chloe told me you grabbed her. That you scared her. What? No. I never. Dana, you know me. I know what I see, she says. And Chloe has bruises. My brain stalls. Bruises where? She showed me. Dana snaps. Don't act innocent. I asked Dana to send photos. She refuses. Talk to your lawyer, she says, and hangs up. I sit on my couch and stare at my hands like they belong to someone else. I replay every moment with Chloe. The last time she's at my place, she bumps her hip on the coffee table and laughs it off. Is that what she's using? I open my camera roll and find the only photo I take that night. Chloe holding a bowl of cereal, grinning, timestamp 10:14 p.m. I zoom in, desperate for truth, and notice something on her wrist I swear wasn't there before. The next morning, my work email contains a subject line that makes me nauseous. The subject line is bland, like a bomb wrapped in office tape. Mandatory meeting, student welfare concern. By noon, I'm in a conference room with my principal, HR, and the district's legal rep on speaker. They won't tell me details, only that a report involves an employee and a student. I remind them my daughter attends the same district. Their silence says they already know. Then Chloe does the thing she's good at. She shows up. Not physically, digitally. Halfway through the meeting, my principal's desk phone rings. She answers, listens, and her face changes. She puts it on speaker because she thinks transparency helps. A small, trembling voice fills the room. Hi, I'm Chloe Hale. I need to tell you something before he hurts someone else. I stand so fast my chair screeches. Chloe, stop. HR holds up a hand. Sir, do not contact the caller. Chloe sniffles. He keeps coming into my room at night. He says if I tell anyone, Mom will hate me. Every word is a nail. The legal rep clears his throat on speaker. My principal looks like she might throw up. I can't even form a sentence. The only sound I make is a rough, broken, that's not true. Chloe continues, voice shaking perfectly on cue. I have screenshots. I have proof. I'm scared. I lunge for my phone and call her, but it goes straight to voicemail. Dana texts me instantly like she's watching a live feed. Dana, what did you do? Me. She's lying. Please, talk to me. Dana, stay away from her. I'm calling my attorney. That's when I understand the power dynamic has shifted. Chloe doesn't need to convince me. I already love her. She needs to convince everyone else, and she is. I leave the meeting in a fog. In the parking lot, my coworker Mike avoids my eyes. The whispers have already started. I check my district portal. My access still works, for now. At home, I open my documentation folder and add a new note. September 14th, 12:37 p.m. Chloe calls principal, allegations on speaker. My finger hovers over record, like I'm about to become someone I never wanted to be. A father collecting evidence against his own child. My phone buzzes with a photo from Dana, and my blood turns to ice. Dana's photo is Chloe's forearm, blotchy and purple, like someone has grabbed her too hard. No face, no context, just bruises and Dana's caption. Explain. I stare until my eyes burn. My hands are empty. My conscience is loud. My memory says I never touch her like that. I answer the only way I can. I can't. Because I didn't. Year one becomes a blur of small disasters that never quite add up, but always land on me. Chloe forgets her phone at my place and later swears I stole it. Dana threatens police. I drive it to Dana's porch, record myself placing it on the mat, and still get accused of staging. Chloe tells her guidance counselor I won't feed her. The school calls. I forward grocery receipts. Walmart, August 22nd, $143.76, plus photos of her dinner plate. The counselor sounds relieved, then uneasy, like she's filing it under odd. Chloe tells Dana I scream at her for hours. Dana texts me in all caps. I send my Ring doorbell clip from 9:02 p.m., showing Chloe leaving my place smiling, earbuds in, no distress. Dana says, videos can be edited. I start sleeping with my bedroom door locked, not because I fear Chloe, but because I fear what she might say happened if I don't. Every time I try to discipline her, take away her laptop, limit outings, she flips the board. She cries at Dana's house, posts vague TikToks about survivors, and I'm suddenly defending myself to people who used to ask me for tech help. My sister, Chloe's Aunt Renee, drives over one night after Dana threatens an emergency custody hearing. Renee watches me pace my tiny living room. You're still treating this like it's about feelings, she says. It's about narrative. She's my kid, I whisper. She's hurting. Renee's eyes soften, but her voice stays blunt. And she's hurting you. Document everything. Dates, times, screenshots. Don't argue in circles. I want to believe love is enough. I want to believe this is a phase. I want to believe I can outpatience chaos. That afternoon, CPS returns, this time with a case number and a deadline. The CPS letter says, case hashtag 23-11809. It gives me 10 days to comply with recommended services, which is bureaucratic language for prove you're not a monster. Dana insists on family therapy. I agree because refusing looks guilty. Also because a part of me still thinks if Chloe feels heard, she'll stop lighting fires. Counselor Patel's office smells like peppermint tea and expensive calm. The first session, Chloe sits with her knees pulled to her chest, eyes down. When Patel asks how she's feeling, Chloe's voice is soft and broken. I love my dad, she says, and my heart twists with hope. I don't feel safe sometimes. Patel turns to me. Marcus, what do you hear in that? I hear fear, I say carefully. And I want to fix it. Chloe nods like I'm saying all the right things. She describes nightmares, panic, memory gaps. She uses words I know she learns from TikTok therapy accounts. Patel writes notes, compassionate and focused. Between sessions, Chloe texts me like nothing is happening. CHLOE, can you cash app me $40 for makeup? Me, not right now. CHLOE, LOL, okay abuser. I screenshot it. I add it to the folder. I feel sick doing it. At the next session, Chloe arrives with homemade muffins and offers one to Patel. Sorry for being dramatic, she says, smiling shyly. Patel beams like a teacher watching a student try. Afterward, in the parking lot, Chloe slips her arm through mine. That wasn't so bad, right? I almost cry from relief. That night, at 1:17 a.m., my phone buzzes. A notification from my bank. Zelle transfer completed, $250. I sit up, heart hammering. I don't use Zelle. I open the app and see a new pay. Hail. Dana's initials. I call Dana. She answers groggy, annoyed. What? Did you just get money from my account? What are you talking about? I send a screenshot. Timestamp. Transaction ID. Dana goes silent, then says slowly, I didn't do that. My stomach turns cold. Chloe is asleep in the next room, supposedly. Her phone is charging on the kitchen counter. I walk out, pick it up, and see the screen light with a notification I am not supposed to see. It reads, new login detected, Marcus Hale _truth account, on a device I don't recognize. I stare at Chloe's phone like it's a live wire. The notification banner fades, but the damage doesn't. Marcus Hale _truth. My name. My face, probably. My stomach drops into my legs. I don't unlock her phone. I shouldn't. Patel's voice floats in my head. Respect boundaries. But my bank account is bleeding and CPS is hovering, and my kid is running something that looks like a smear page with my name on it. In the morning, I check my laptop and log into Amazon. There are orders I don't recognize, a ring light, fake lashes, a prepaid SIM kit. Delivery address, Dana's house. Ordered from my account at 1:22 a.m. The payment method is my debit card. I call Chloe into the kitchen. I keep my voice low even. Hey, can we talk about something real quick? She slides into the chair, cereal bowl in hand. Sure. I rotate the laptop toward her. Did you order these? Her eyes flick over the screen. For a fraction of a second, she looks caught. Then she laughs, offended. No? Why would I? Because it's my account, and it happened last night. She shrugs. Maybe you did it and forgot. You're always stressed. I pull up the bank notification, then explain the Zelle transfer. Her spoon stops. Dad, are you accusing me of stealing? I'm asking. I need the truth. Chloe's face hardens, and then it melts into tears like she flips a switch. I can't believe you. After everything, you're trying to blame me? This is why I don't feel safe. My chest tightens. Chloe, I'm not yelling. She stands fast, chair scraping. You're scary when you do that calm voice. I freeze. There it is, the phrase she uses in therapy, in reports, in her scripts. Calm becomes menacing. Questions become interrogation. She storms to her room and slams the door. 2 minutes later, I get a text from Dana. Dana, Chloe says you went through her phone and threatened her. Me. I didn't threaten anyone. I showed her MY bank charges. Dana, stop gaslighting. I'm documenting this. That afternoon, I call the bank and file a dispute. They give me claim hashtag A771904. The rep asks, do you suspect a family member? My throat closes. I don't know. I lie. Then the rep adds, casually, sir, there's also a credit inquiry on your SSN from yesterday. My vision tunnels as she reads the lender's name. The lender is a store card company I've never used. The inquiry date matches the night Chloe sleeps in my spare room. I drive straight to Dana's house with my bank printout and the credit alert pulled up on my phone. Dana opens the door like she's bracing for impact. Don't raise your voice, she warns. I'm not here to fight. I say, I'm here because someone tried to open credit in my name. Dana's eyes flick to the street like the neighbors might hear. Chloe would never. Then who? Dana steps back, arms crossed. You've been unstable, Marcus. Chloe tells me you track her, that you go through her things, that you stare at her door at night. I feel like I'm falling downstairs. She told you that. She has screenshots, Dana insists. She has proof. Show me, I say. Dana hesitates, then hands me her phone. It's a folder of images Chloe sends her, cropped texts, blurry photos, a notes app entry titled Dad's Rules, with lines like, don't tell mom. Some of it is real, my hallway exists, but the context is wrong. And the texts don't match. Aunt Renee is in my passenger seat because she refuses to let me go alone. She leans in, squints, then taps the screen with one red-painted nail. Dana, she says quietly, look at the time on this screenshot. Dana frowns. It says 3:08 p.m. Renee nods. Now look at the battery icon. It's at 17%. She flips to another screenshot Chloe claims is minutes later. This one is at 92%. Dana blinks. So it's stitched, Renee says. Or it's from different days. She's feeding you a collage. Dana's face tightens. You're calling my daughter a liar. I'm calling this evidence manipulated, Renee replies. There's a difference. I click image info. One screenshot shows edited with today's date. Another has no metadata at all, as if it's been resaved and resent. Dana snatches her phone back. You too are paranoid. Renee exhales. Then let me ask you something. Why does Chloe have access to Marcus's bank account at all? Dana freezes, and in that pause I realize she doesn't know. When we get back to my car, Renee says, we stop talking. We start proving. Renee helps me build a system like I'm troubleshooting a network. Step 1. Lock everything down. I change my bank passwords, email passwords, Apple ID, the PIN on my phone. I turn on two-factor authentication. I remove trusted devices I don't recognize. Step 2. Paper trail. I print statements. I start a spreadsheet. Date, event, who, what, evidence. It feels insane, like I'm building a case against my own blood, but my life is already on trial. Step 3. Verify access. At work, I ask a coworker to run an audit on my district account history. IT logs don't lie. The admin panel shows my login times and IP addresses. I recognize my home IP. I recognize the school IP. Then I see a third one, an IP from Dana's neighborhood, logging into my account at 1:19 a.m. on a night I'm asleep at my apartment. I take a screenshot. I email it to myself. I label it Portal Login Anomaly. At home, I check my router app. It lists connected devices. One is named Chloe's iPhone. Another is Unknown iPhone 2. My pulse spikes. Chloe only has one phone. I don't confront her. Renee's rule, don't tip your hand. Instead, I set up the old baby monitor camera I keep in a drawer and point it at the hallway. Legal in my own home, focused on common space. I also set my laptop to log network activity. It's not spy movie stuff. It's basic. Timestamps, device names, traffic spikes. 2 nights later, Chloe stays over. At 12:43 a.m., the unknown iPhone, 2, appears on my router list. At 12:44 a.m., my email shows a password reset requested notification, then quickly marked as read. I'm awake. I'm watching. My stomach feels like it's full of nails. At 12:47 a.m., the hallway camera catches Chloe's door opening a crack. A sliver of light. A hand. Then a tiny glow in the darkness. Another screen. Not her main phone. Burner. In the morning, Chloe eats pancakes, jokes about school, calls me best dad. I smile like a liar, because I'm trying not to scream. That afternoon, when she's in class, I log into my email and search my sent folder for words I never use. Broke, worthless, don't tell mom. Dozens of drafts appear, saved but never sent, like someone practices being me. One draft is addressed to CPS, and it's signed with my full name. The CPS draft reads like a confession. I sometimes lose control, it says. I touched Chloe in ways I regret. I feel my skin crawl. Someone is trying to manufacture my downfall in writing, in my own account, with my signature. I call Renee with my voice cracking. There's a draft to CPS in my email. It's not me. Renee doesn't gasp. She just says, screenshot. Forward to a new address. Then breathe. I do. I forward everything to a fresh Gmail Renee helps me create. Hail. Case file at Gmail.com. I add dates in the subject lines like I'm filing evidence in court. That evening, Chloe comes home from school different. Tight smile, restless energy. She watches me too closely. You look tired, she says. Long day, I answer. She nods slowly. Mom says you're telling people she's crazy. I'm not telling anyone anything. I say, and I mean it. Chloe's eyes glint. Good. Because if you keep lying, I'll tell Officer Briggs what happened in the car. My throat closes. What happened in the car? Chloe tilts her head, innocent. You know, I suddenly understand. She's testing which version of reality I'll accept. If I deny something vague, she can claim I'm denying the truth. If I ask for specifics, I look defensive. I keep my voice steady. If something happened, we should talk about it with a counselor present. Chloe's lips twitch. So you admit you did something. Before I can answer, my phone rings. Unknown number. I pick up. Marcus Hale, a dispatcher asks. We have officers en route to your address for a domestic incident. My blood drains. I look at Chloe. She's recording on her phone, camera angled to catch my face. When Officer Briggs arrives, Chloe is crying on the porch, saying I cornered her and blocked the door. Dana pulls up like she's summoned. Briggs asks me to step outside. Sir, for everyone's safety, I need you to come with us to make a statement. In the back of the cruiser, I stare at the mesh cage like it's my future. At the station, they hand me a paper. Incident report hashtag 24-031552. My name is typed under accused. I sit in a fluorescent room and realize I'm one allegation away from losing my job. Then Briggs leans in and says, Your daughter brought screenshots. Do you want to see them? Briggs shows me the screenshots across the table. They're the same kind Dana had. Cropped, contextless, emotionally loaded. A photo of my hallway labeled, He waits outside my door. A text bubble that says, Don't tell your mom or you'll regret it. I look up at Briggs. Can I see the full thread? Chloe's evidence is just images, not an actual message export. No sender metadata. No carrier header. No timestamps that match my phone records. It's theater. Briggs watches my face. Do you have anything that contradicts this? I swallow. Yes, I do. But I need to do this the right way. The right way becomes my obsession. Renee meets me at my place that night with a folder and a cheap label maker like we're starting a business. She doesn't hug me. She hands me a checklist. 1. Written communication only with Dana, she says. 2. Never be alone with Chloe, ever. 3. Separate accounts. 4. Bring a neutral professional into every conversation. Patel, I say. Renee nods. Patel. And Briggs, if he'll cooperate. I email Counselor Patel and request an emergency session. I attach 3 things. The bank claim number, the district login audit screenshot with the strange IP address, and the hallway camera clip showing the unknown iPhone, 2, appearing on my network at 12:43 a.m. Patel replies within the hour. Bring what you have. We will focus on safety and truth. Next, I email my principal with one sentence. I can provide documentation that may clarify the welfare concerns. I attach the district login report. I keep it simple because anything emotional gets used against me. Then I text Dana. No arguing. No explaining. Me. I'm requesting a joint meeting at Patel's office tomorrow at 5. Please attend. Dana, why? Me. To share verified records. For Chloe's safety and mine. Dana responds with one word. Fine. I don't sleep. I print everything twice. I write a timeline. I pack my laptop, my router logs, and a thumb drive of video clips. At 4:58 p.m. the next day, I sit in Patel's waiting room. Chloe walks in holding Dana's hand, eyes wide, acting fragile. She smiles at me like we share a secret. Then she whispers, whatever you think you have, it won't matter. Patel starts with ground rules. Calm voices, one person at a time, phones face down. Chloe pouts like that's unfair. Dana nods like she's being reasonable. I keep my hands visible on my knees like I'm in court. Patel turns to Chloe. What do you want to share today? Chloe's eyes fill instantly. I just want him to stop. I want to feel safe. Patel looks at me. Marcus. I brought records, I say. Not opinions. I connect my laptop to Patel's monitor. The folder is organized. Dates, labels, receipts. My fingers still shake. First, the district login audit. My account logs in at 1:19 a.m. from an IP in Dana's neighborhood. I explain, pointing at the highlighted line. I'm asleep at my apartment then. Chloe is at Dana's. Dana frowns. So what? Second, router logs. An unknown iPhone, too. Connects to my Wi-Fi at 12:43 a.m. on Chloe's overnights. I say. I don't own a second phone. Chloe's voice sharpens. That's creepy. Why are you tracking me? Because money disappeared, I answer. Third, bank statement. Zelle transfer, $250, 1:17 a.m., I say. Then my debit card buys a prepaid SIM kit and ring light at 1:22 a.m., delivered to Dana's address. I click the Amazon delivery confirmation. Delivered, front porch, 2:11 p.m. Dana's face drains. I didn't order that. Patel holds up a hand. Chloe, Dana, stay with the facts. Chloe launches into tears. He's twisting everything to look innocent. I click to the hallway clip. Timestamp, 12:47 a.m. A dark hallway. Chloe's door opens a crack. A hand holds a second glowing screen, then disappears. Patel leans forward. Dana makes a small, broken sound. Chloe laughs. One short, sharp sound that doesn't match her tears. That could be anything. It's a second phone, Renee says softly. Patel turns to Chloe. Where is that device? Chloe's face goes still. Then she says, careful and cold, you can't prove it's mine. The room goes quiet, because that sentence isn't fear, it's strategy. Dana whispers, almost to herself, Chloe, what have you been doing? Dana doesn't explode. That's what scares me. She just stares at the screen like it's a mirror showing her a face she doesn't recognize. Chloe shifts in her chair, suddenly restless, like the room is too small. Patel speaks first. Chloe, I need to assess safety. That includes Marcus's safety. Chloe's eyes flash. So now you're on his side too. This isn't sides, Patel says. It's accountability. Dana's voice comes out thin. Chloe, give me your phone. Chloe clutches her hoodie pocket. No. Dana stands, hands shaking. Now, for the first time in years, Chloe looks like a kid caught stealing. Not a victim, not a heroine. She throws the phone onto the couch like it burns her. Dana opens it with Chloe's Face ID while Chloe screams, don't. Dana scrolls. Her jaw tightens with every swipe. I can't see the screen, but I can see Dana's eyes changing. Rage, grief, humiliation, disbelief. She looks up at Patel with a raw question. Is this normal? Patel's answer is careful. It can happen. It's serious. It needs intervention. Dana turns to me. How long have you known? I swallow. Long enough to start documenting. Not long enough to understand why. Chloe jumps up, pointing at me. Because he's pathetic. He ruins everything. He left Mom, and now he wants to control me. Dana's voice cracks like a whip. Stop. You don't get to rewrite this. Patel recommends a safety plan on the spot. No overnights at my place until a separate evaluation is done, because Chloe's behavior escalates with alone time and secrecy. Dana agrees. But she adds something Patel doesn't. And you're not touching Marcus's accounts ever again. Officer Briggs isn't in the room, but Patel calls in a welfare check report based on the identity attempt. Dana files a supplemental statement to incident report hashtag 24-031552, retracting Chloe's claims and attaching the phone evidence. The next day, my principal calls. We have to keep you on leave while legal reviews this, she says. But your documentation helps. I hang up and stare at my ceiling. I'm not cleared. I'm just not convicted yet. That night, Dana texts me a photo. Chloe's burner phone, cracked on the kitchen tile, beside a handwritten note Chloe leaves behind. It has my full name at the top and a thread underneath. Chloe's note says, "If you tell anyone, I'll finish what I started." I don't sleep. Not because I think she'll hurt me physically, but because I finally accept the truth. Chloe will burn my life down if it keeps her in control. Renee comes over at 6 a.m. with coffee and a pen like we're going to war. This isn't punishment, she says. It's containment. Dana agrees to meet me at the courthouse for an emergency custody modification. Not because she suddenly trusts me, but because she reads Chloe's messages and realizes she can't control her either. In the hallway outside Family Courtroom 3B, Dana looks like she's aged 10 years. I thought I was protecting her, she whispers. I know, I say, and it's the first time in forever I mean it. We don't have lawyers present, just a mediator-provided packet and Patel's written recommendation. The clerk gives us a temporary order form. We fill it out like people assembling a fence while the storm is still raging. The terms are brutal, and I hate every word. All parent communication moves to a co-parenting app. No calls, no impulsive texts. Chloe has supervised contact with me only, in Patel's office or a public place with Dana present. Chloe signs a behavior contract. No access to my accounts. No devices connected to my Wi-Fi without my permission. Mandatory individual therapy twice weekly, plus a separate evaluation for impulsivity and manipulative behaviors. Any false report triggers immediate review and potential school/legal consequences. Dana's hands shake as she signs. Mine do too. The hardest part is the part no one claps for. I change my locks, cancel the spare key, and remove Chloe from my phone plan. I turn love into boundaries and hope into paperwork. That night, I pack a small box of Chloe's childhood stuff. Drawings, a baby tooth container, the soccer medal she made me polish for luck. I don't throw anything away. I just put it somewhere I can't see it every minute, because seeing it makes me want to undo the boundary I just built. When we tell Chloe, she doesn't cry. She smiles like it's funny. "Oh," she says softly, "so you're choosing them over me." Then she leans close to Dana and whispers something that makes Dana go pale. 3 months after the courthouse hallway, my life isn't fixed, but it's no longer on fire. The district clears me with a formal letter. No findings of misconduct. I frame it, not because I'm proud, but because I need a physical reminder that truth can exist on paper. I return to work, and the first Chromebook I repair feels like a small act of reclaiming my name. Chloe doesn't magically become sweet. She rages. She blames. She sends a message in the co-parenting app that says, "Hope you're happy ruining my life." Patel calls it grief in armor. Dana calls it terrifying. I call it what it is, consequences arriving late. The boundary plan holds because it's boring and consistent. No surprise visits. No midnight fights. Every allegation gets met with the same response. Put it in writing. Every request gets met with the same question. What does Patel recommend? When Chloe tries to provoke me, I stop feeding the loop. Here's what I learned the hard way. Love without structure becomes a tool in the wrong hands. Documentation isn't revenge. It's oxygen when someone rewrites reality. You don't need to win arguments. You need to survive them. If authorities get involved, calm records beat emotional speeches every time. If you're living this kind of nightmare, start small and start today. Keep a dated log, screenshot everything, communicate in writing, and never be alone in high-conflict moments. Get a neutral professional involved early. And if your gut says, "This is getting dangerous," believe it. Dana and I also change. We stop performing good co-parents and start acting like adults in a crisis. She apologizes once, quietly, in my driveway. I believed what was easiest to believe. I don't forgive everything, but I stop needing her to punish herself. We both sign up for a parenting course Patel suggests, because pride is cheaper than therapy until it isn't. On quiet mornings, I sit at my tiny kitchen table and drink coffee from a chipped mug Chloe painted in 5th grade. I don't hate her. I miss the version of her who used to run to my car after school and tell me every detail of her day.